Number 17. The shootout required 4 days of filming. Scenes that rush by in minutes often take days to bring to life, and Tombstone proved that in dramatic fashion. One particular sequence tested the endurance of everyone involved. The legendary OK Corral shootout was designed to feel explosive and fast, yet behind the scenes it became one of the toughest challenges of the entire production. Capturing the gunfight stretched across 4 long days, with countless hours spent carefully planning each step, reaction, and camera move. To maintain realism, the crew relied on practical techniques such as blank-firing guns, controlled dust blasts, and squibs. The actors repeated the sequence again and again under scorching, dusty conditions while stunt teams continuously refined movements to ensure both safety and authenticity. By the time filming wrapped, many performers admitted it was among the most physically demanding scenes of their careers. The effort paid off, delivering a powerful, edge-of-your-seat confrontation that is now widely regarded as one of the finest shootouts ever put on screen in a Western. Number 18. Kilmer deeply researched Doc Holliday's illness. Portraying real historical figures demands more than convincing costumes or sharp dialogue. It requires commitment to the smallest details. Val Kilmer embraced this approach fully while preparing to play Doc Holliday. Instead of relying on surface-level research, he studied tuberculosis in depth, examining 19th-century medical records to learn how the disease affected posture, speech, and overall behavior. He trained himself to breathe in short, strained patterns that mirrored the condition's late stages and altered his stance, vocal rhythm, and even blinking habits to convey constant physical strain. These subtle choices transformed the performance into something painfully believable. Viewers didn't just witness a legendary gunman, they saw a man struggling for every breath. Kilmer's dedication turned Doc Holliday into one of the most unforgettable and emotionally powerful characters in Tombstone. Number 19. The film's music was completed in just 4 weeks. A movie's identity is often shaped by its music, and Tombstone owes much of its mood to its powerful score. What makes it even more impressive is how quickly it was created. After the original composer exited late production, Bruce Broughton stepped in with the film nearly finished. He was given only 4 weeks to compose the entire soundtrack from scratch. Under intense pressure, he produced sweeping orchestral themes that matched both the explosive action and the emotional weight of the story. Each piece had to be composed, recorded, and finalized in a fraction of the normal time. Despite the rush schedule, the score became one of the film's most praised elements, celebrated for its depth and emotional impact. Broughton's work stands as proof that creativity can flourish even under extreme deadlines. Number 20. Post-production turned into a scramble. Once filming ended, Tombstone faced a new battle in the editing room. The post-production phase quickly became an effort to rescue the film from confusion. Footage shot under different creative directions resulted in mismatched tones and uneven pacing. Early edits reportedly felt disjointed, jumping abruptly between characters and storylines. To fix the problem, producers brought in several editors who experimented with different cuts in search of a cohesive narrative. Entire sequences were removed, story arcs were shortened, and scenes were reshaped to restore clarity and momentum. Through persistence and skilled editing, the chaos was slowly molded into a smooth, high-energy film. The final cut appeared effortless, concealing the intense struggle that unfolded behind closed editing room doors. Number 21. Russell reduced his own screen time for Kilmer. Great films are often shaped by collaboration rather than competition, and Tombstone is a prime example. Kurt Russell quickly recognized that Val Kilmer's performance as Doc Holliday was exceptional. Rather than pushing to dominate the story as Wyatt Earp, Russell made the unusual decision to scale back some of his own dialogue and scenes during editing. His intention was straightforward: allow the strongest performance to shine for the benefit of the entire film. By doing so, he ensured that Doc Holliday's wit, pain, and charisma were fully experienced by the audience. This generous choice created better balance between the characters and strengthened the film overall. It remains a rare display of selflessness in Hollywood, and a key reason Tombstone feels so complete and memorable. Number 22. Competitions sparked behind-the-scenes tension. Tombstone was created amid intense industry rivalry. While it was in production, another high-profile Wyatt Earp project was also taking shape, led by Kevin Costner. Almost immediately, the two films were positioned as competitors, with studios and media outlets comparing everything from casting decisions to scripts and release strategies. Tension reportedly grew as both sides sought recognition as the definitive Wyatt Earp story. Costner's version aimed for an expansive historical epic, while Tombstone leaned into fast pacing and sharp dialogue. Rumors circulated that Costner attempted to hinder Tombstone's distribution, but independent backing allowed it to move forward. Ultimately, the underdog prevailed. While Costner's film struggled, Tombstone captured audiences and earned cult classic status through its energy, iconic lines, and unforgettable characters. Number 23. Accuracy became a constant debate on set. Disagreements over creative choices didn't stop at the executive level. On set, historical accuracy was frequently challenged and defended. Several cast and crew members pushed to keep the film grounded in real events, particularly when scenes drifted too far from documented history. Val Kilmer was among the strongest advocates for authenticity, often working with Kurt Russell to question dialogue or actions that felt historically inaccurate. Some revisions were made moments before filming, with actors adjusting lines at the last second. While Hollywood is known for exaggeration, these efforts added credibility to the story. As a result, Tombstone earned respect for blending dramatic storytelling with genuine historical elements. Number 24. Doc Holliday's final words carried haunting irony. Reality sometimes delivers endings more striking than fiction. After surviving countless violent encounters, Doc Holliday spent his final days far from danger, confined to a hotel room in Colorado. As his life drew to a close, he reportedly looked at his bare feet and quietly remarked, "This is funny," before passing away. In the Old West, dying with boots on symbolized a violent end, yet Doc died peacefully in bed, unarmed. His final words reflected the irony of a man who lived dangerously but met a quiet end. Tombstone captured this moment with sensitivity, adding emotional weight to Doc's legacy and reinforcing his place as one of the West's most intriguing figures. Number 25. Real mustaches defined the film's look. One of Tombstone's most recognizable visual traits isn't just its dusty streets or gun smoke, but its facial hair. In pursuit of authenticity, the filmmakers insisted that most of the cast grow real mustaches. Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer, Sam Elliott, and Michael Biehn all grew and styled their own, shaping them into classic Old West designs. According to the costume department, realism was essential, and artificial mustaches were generally prohibited. Only one exception was made. John Tenney, who portrayed Sheriff Bien, was unable to grow facial hair in time due to a prior role, so he wore a prosthetic. His noticeably different mustache became a source of friendly jokes on set. These small details contributed greatly to the film's immersive and authentic atmosphere. Conclusion: Tombstone was never expected to succeed. Faced with studio rejection, last-minute leadership changes, and constant turmoil, the project appeared doomed from the start. Yet, against all expectations, it evolved into a beloved Western classic. Its vivid characters, sharp dialogue, and raw intensity elevated it beyond a typical film into a lasting cultural symbol. Every frame reflects a struggle for creative control and historical honesty, and that struggle gave the movie a living, breathing quality that polished productions often lack. If you enjoyed uncovering these behind-the-scenes stories, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more journeys into Hollywood's untold history. Let us know in the comments which fact surprised you most, or which Tombstone scene you'll never forget.